It was President Trump's attorney and the recent FBI raid of his home and office and hotel room that were the focus of a court hearing. And during that hearing, another of Michael Cohen's secret clients was revealed. CBS 4's Eliott Rodriguez in the control room with the big reveal and who was in court for it. Eliott.
Quite a bombshell, Rick. Michael Cohen's secret client is no longer a secret. He is Sean Hannity, the conservative Fox News host. His name came up in court as attorneys for Michael Cohen tried to convince a judge that material seized from Cohen's office constitutes attorney-client privilege and should not be reviewed by federal prosecutors looking into possible election fraud and other crimes. Stormy Daniels arrived at the federal courthouse in New York, swarmed by a pack of reporters. The porn star got there about an hour after President Trump's personal attorney Michael Cohen walked into the building saying nothing. His legal team is presenting arguments about material seized in raids at his home and office. Cohen's attorneys say the FBI seized thousands of materials that were likely privileged and may have involved Cohen's other clients. They revealed in court that one of those other clients is Fox News personality Sean Hannity, without going into details about the type of work Cohen did for Hannity. Investigators want more information about Cohen's $130,000 payment to Daniels, who claims she had an affair with Trump in 2006. Her attorney came with her to the hearing.
I think her message has been consistent, and that is she wants everybody to tell the truth and stop lying to the American people.
What prosecutors want to know is whether Cohen broke banking or campaign laws with the payment to Daniels, which came just days before the presidential election. Her attorney wants to know if Cohen made secret recordings of the negotiations.
If Michael Cohen was making any recordings of anyone without their permission, I think that could pose a serious problem for Michael Cohen.
Besides Trump and Hannity, Cohen also represented GOP fundraiser Eliott, who resigned from the Republican National Committee after news he paid $1.6 million to a former Playboy model who said he'd gotten her pregnant. The lawyer who negotiated the payoff deal was Michael Cohen. Now, Sean Hannity chimed in on all this a short time ago. He tweeted, "Michael Cohen has never represented me in any matter. I never retained him, received an invoice, or paid legal fees. I have occasionally had brief discussions with him about legal questions about which I wanted his input and perspective. I assume those conversations were confidential. But to be absolutely clear, they never involved any matter between me and a third party." Now, that seems to indicate that the material in Cohen's office would not be attorney-client privilege, at least as it relates to Sean Hannity.